from NtaCCUL Mancon in 1972 with 15 humble members with a mission tens of thousands today, growing bigger, serving you better day by day.
That special 50th anniversary anthem, sung by some selected members of the NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union, NtaCCUL, spies the kickoff of the Golden Jubilee celebrations.
NtaCCUL Credit Union, NtaCCUL Credit Union, NtaCCUL Credit Union, growing bigger, serving you better day by day.
Dressed in their distinctive Golden Jubilee attires, in pomp and pageantry, children, the young, the middle-aged and the old, massively turned out for the event. Sitting chairs, both inside and outside the Big Mancon Cathedral Hall, were neatly decorated. Tables adorned with glowing colors, flowers and the Golden Jubilee fabric. Traditional dance groups and local artist musicians such as Jassando and Wara Festus animated at the occasion in the presence of Northwest Regional Governor Adolphe Lele Lafrique. Worthy of note is the fact that in the early 70s, Pa Elias de Wara conceived and spearheaded the idea of creating a credit union that started as a savings and jangi group. His motivation for a credit union was to help his coffee farmers of the Mancon Cooperative Produce Marketing Scheme (CPMS) to obtain loans to expand and improve on their coffee farms. 50 years and counting, NtaCCUL now prides itself with more than 90,000 members, up from 15 in 1972, assets of 62.4 billion and 171 employees. In his address during the leading microfinance institution's 50th anniversary, the president of the board of directors, Fro Isaac Tako, revealed that more than 50,000 members have benefited from the various loan schemes offered by NtaCCUL, with more than 90,000 members spread across Cameroon.
The President of the Regional Assembly of the Northwest Region, the President of the House of Chiefs, the Senior Divisional Officer from MESAM, the representative of the Divisional Officer for Bamenda 2, the representative of the City Mayor of Bamenda, the representative of the Lord Mayor Bamenda 2, the representative of the Ministry of Finance, the Chairman Board of Directors, Rainbow Camp, presidents and general managers of other financial institutions and banks, all other protocols duly observed, ladies and gentlemen. The NtaCCUL family is highly privileged to have you honor their invitation to celebrate with them the Golden Jubilee anniversary of NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union Limited under the chairmanship of His Excellency the Governor of the Northwest Region, Mr. Lele Lafrique Adolphe Deben Chofo. Your presence here today further warms the brotherly relationship that exists between us and the entire credit union movement. NtaCCUL was created in 1972 as a discussion group amongst farmers of the area in Bamenda called NtaCCUL. Though it started with very little contributions, the idea of a common fund that could give them leverage for action when it comes to the procurement of inputs for their farms as well as other needs was deep in their minds. And it is the forerunner of what we are celebrating today. They did savings jangi on a weekly basis of 5 francs, 10 francs, and 100 francs. The pioneer executive of the credit union at the time is as follows: Pa Elias Ndewara, who was their president, Pan Chamsi Martin, the bookkeeper, and Pan Wilfrid Abegli, the treasurer. Their wives, who were mostly peasant farmers in the same area, as well as neighbors, saw good in the idea and joined. This group gathered steam in NtaCCUL as more and more members would join, and they developed the second line of activity, which is that of the mobilization of savings to grant small school loans and school loans for farm inputs. This facilitated the flow of funds for the payment of school fees and purchase of farm inputs like fertilizers for their coffee farms. Through NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union, most of the founding fathers were able to scholarize their children, who became doctors, bankers, accountants, teachers, contractors, you name them, and successful businessmen. Having benefited from the fruits of what their parents planted, they could only join, and this is how the credit union has grown to what we have today. From those little drops, individual member savings today stands at a record 43.9 billion, while total outstanding loans given to members stand at 35.8 billion. These loans are granted to businessmen, buy and sellers, bike riders, civil servants, etc. More than 50,000 members have benefited from the various loan schemes offered by this credit union. Today, NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union has a total membership of over 95,000 members spread over the national territory and managed from the network of 15 branches. 4 of them are here in Bamenda, that is the food market, NtaCCUL, Nkwen, and Upstation. 4 of them are in Yaoundé, Meleng, Longkak, Ekunu, and Mendong. 3 in Douala, Bonaberi, Akwadouche, and Dokoti. 1 each in Bafoussam, Betwa, and Gaoundéré. And the Southwest region has 2 branches, one in Boya and the other in Kumba.
Addressing the members and guests, Northwest Regional Governor Adolphe Lele-Lafrique lauded the credit union, authorities, top management, and members for what he described as an incredible milestone from 1972 to 2022. The governor, describing the Category 1 microfinance institution as leading in the microfinance sector in Cameroon, he lauded NtaCCUL's contribution in several sectors in the country, especially in the domain of poverty alleviation.
Of the state. Over 7,000 civil servants currently receive their salary through NtaCCUL. NtaCCUL also grants loans to Northwest Denison and to other Cameroonians to help them finance their activities in the agricultural and commercial sector, real estate development, and public contracts. By so doing, NtaCCUL contributes in fair share in poverty alleviation and financing of the economy of Cameroon and that of Central Africa. There is therefore no gainsaying the fact that it promotes real development at the base, and which no doubt goes a long way to foster the economic development of our region in particular, and Cameroon as a whole, both the Central African region and the West African region. It is therefore not a surprise from me that NtaCCUL is rated as one of the leading microfinance institutions in Cameroon in the sub-region. Dear members of NtaCCUL, your union, just like other credit unions, is owned and managed by its members. This credit union culture, with equally of membership and broad-based decision-making practices, make it a forum where democratic principle, social inclusion, and respect for state institutions are nurtured. This culture of credit unionism, which I very much admire, is a palpable example of how in togetherness we can build a greater and better Cameroon and nation. I therefore urge you, more than ever before, to use your credit union activities to foster government policy, encourage members to be law-abiding, and contribute to the collective progress of Cameroon. Take advantage of the facility offered to you by the state of Cameroon and his partner to ease the difficulty of the business community in general and of the microfinance sector in particular. The recent signing of a memorandum of understanding between the Ministry of Finance and the microfinance institution in order to guarantee a less risky financing of the economy by microfinance institutions is an opportunity that we must seize. Your proximity to grassroots communities also put you at a strategic position to accompany government in peace building, peacemaking, but also the Ministry of Agriculture in various programs and projects aimed at increasing agricultural output and improving on the well-being of Cameroonians. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot end without congratulating all the stakeholders whom you chose to recognize today for their inputs along the long journey towards this landmark success. I want to remind them that these recognitions, which are a symbol of good and loyal services, should not be like a coronation of their effort, but rather serve as a motivation for a better output.
The crowd pulling event was also an opportunity for the board president to tell the members and guests about the evolution of what he says is a digital transformation of NtaCCUL. By 2021, more digital banking services and platforms were introduced, especially the NtaCCUL online banking app.
Changing and becoming more challenging with the digitization and electronic banking, NtaCCUL is resolute in our determination to adapt to this changing environment. I seize this opportunity, Your Excellency, to let you know and let the entire membership of NtaCCUL know today that we have introduced ATM machines in most of our branches with services, with prepaid card visa services. We also have an online banking app that you can download from Play Store that permits members to deposit, to withdraw money from their accounts, to check their account histories, and even effect account-to-account transfers from the comfort of their homes through the medium of MTN, Momo, and Orange Money. More recently, we acquired the USSD platform to facilitate these same operations offline. And even with the use of analog phones, members can still access their accounts, do deposits, withdrawals, account-to-account transfer. It doesn't matter whether you have an Android phone or a Choronko, you can still use the services. Our project to open our digital and card payment to interbank transactions via GMAC is near completion, and in the days ahead, holders of GMAC cards issued within any SEMA county will be able to be served from our ATM machines. In 2005, NtaCCUL Credit Union constructed a 14-apartment building in NtaCCUL, which currently hosts the head office and the NtaCCUL branch. In 2017, a 12-apartment building was constructed in my 17 Boya, and that building currently hosts the Boya branch. In 2018, a 6-apartment building was acquired at the Bamenda Food Market for the Food Market branch. In 2021, a 16-apartment building was constructed in Douala, Bonaberi, and currently hosts the Bonaberi branch. And in 2023, a 16-apartment building for the Yaoundé Meleng branch was completed. All these buildings have been realized thanks to the building fee of 7,000 francs contributed by all members of the credit union. Your Excellency, I want to, on behalf of the members of NtaCCUL, sincerely thank you for accepting our invitation to chair this historic event in the life of our credit union. To the members, I say thank you for the continuous support. Be assured and reassured that your contributions will always be put into good use. A cross-section of stakeholders who have accompanied the credit union through this journey to growth and sustainability shall be recognized with some symbolic awards. Those of you who are not called to the podium today shouldn't be worried. Your contributions to the growth of the union remain invaluable. As long as the credit union continues to grow, your own day shall certainly come. So keep working. To all our guests and invitees, we say once more, thank you for honoring our invitation. Long live NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union. Long live the microfinance sector. Thank you for listening.
Two major highlights during the occasion were the popping of 50 bottles of champagne, symbolizing 50 years of existence and the 30 of the anniversary cake. Champagne popping for the 50th anniversary of NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union happening here at the Big Manco Cathedral Hall in Bamenda. You can see that there is light in the air, there is brightness in the air, there is jubilation in the air. It's a happy day. In fact, celebrations continue here to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union. We have the presence of the board president, the general manager of NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union, the governor of the Northwest region is also present. We have all delegates, we have branch presidents of NtaCCUL from different parts of the country who are here today. 50 years, 50th anniversary of the NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union. that's been the highlights of this 50th anniversary celebration here in Bamenda. In fact, from 1972 to 2022, NtaCCUL Cooperative Credit Union turned 50. We also have the presence of the Fawn of Mancon, His Royal Majesty Fowangwafo, who is present here.
Don't back my father. I know. I was going up there. Yeah, make sure you have the
The occasion ended with a buffet at Ayaba Hotel offered to members and guests by NtaCCUL. It should be noted that as NtaCCUL celebrates half a century in existence and meaningful impact on the society, the globe spread is creating bubbles in some states in the United States, some countries in Europe, some major towns in South Africa, some countries and states in the Middle East and Asia, such as Dubai, Qatar, Japan, and China.
Credit Union, NtaCCUL Credit Union, growing bigger, serving you better, day by day. From NtaCCUL Mancon in 1972, with 15 humble members, with a mission that's 1,000 today, growing bigger. Serving you better, day by day. NtaCCUL Credit Union, NtaCCUL Credit Union, NtaCCUL Credit Union, growing bigger, serving you better, day by day. Your blessings, oh God, upon NtaCCUL Credit Union. Bless the members, the workers, and its future. To keep on growing higher every day, borrowing wisely, paying it promptly, day by day. NtaCCUL Credit Union, NtaCCUL Credit Union, NtaCCUL Credit Union, growing bigger, serving you better, day by day.
We are going to remain standing for a word of prayer, please.